Hello friends, today we will start with the unit number 3 orthographic projection. If you see the content of the syllabus in which we have to learn the theory of projection, principal plane, quadrant system, method of projection and first angle method of projection to draw the orthographic projection of any object, and also the sectional projection when the section is taken along the plane. Now first we see the theory of the projection. See the diagram, there is one screen, there is one object, and the source of light or the observer, he will observe the object and he get the image of the object on the screen. Now so many rays coming from the source of light and will pass over the contour of the object and will incident on the screen to get the image on the screen. So whatever image obtained, which will confirm the shape of the object, and according to the distance between the source of light and the object, the image dimension may vary. So on the screen we get images. So this is a simple technique to understand the theory of projection. Now the different names get changed. The source of light will become the observer, object is as it is, the whatever rays coming from the observer will be the projector, the image which is on the screen is called as the projection of that object, and the plane or the screen on which we get the projection is called as a plane of projection. So different terms used in these concepts are observer, object, projector, projections, and the plane of projection. Now here if you observe, the distance between the object and observer is less, and that's why we get the image or the projection on the screen having larger dimension than actual object. Now the rays are inclined to each other, that's why we get the shape and size different than the object. Now if the rays are parallel to each other and the distance between observer and object is infinite, then all the rays are parallel to each other and perpendicular to plane of projection. Now whatever projections we get due to these parallel rays are called as the orthographic projection. So in this unit our focus is on orthographic projections only. Okay, so we'll start with the principal plane. Now there is one universe. Due to this vertical plane VP, the universe get divided in two parts. If we consider the observer over here as mentioned in previous diagram, some part of the universe will be the imprint of VP, and remaining part will be the behind the VP. So due to this vertical plane, the universe get divided in two parts. Now we will see the horizontal plane, which is the horizontal, and due to this horizontal plane, universe again get divided in two parts. Some part is above the HP, above the horizontal plane, and some part is below the horizontal plane. Now both the vertical plane and horizontal plane combinedly will intersect each other at 90 degree, and the line at which they intersect is called as the reference line represented by XY. Now due to this plane, vertical plane and horizontal plane, the universe get divided in four parts. These four parts are called as the quadrant system. So here we will see the quadrant system. Now the observer location is over here. Due to this observer, this first quadrant which is in front of VP and above HP. So first quadrant is called as above HP and in front of VP. If any object is in first quadrant, means it is above HP and in front of VP. Similar to this, the second quadrant which is above HP and behind VP. The third quadrant will be the below HP and behind VP, and the fourth quadrant is below HP and in front of VP. Now object is in any quadrant, and according to this, the observer will observe the object and he get the images, and horizontal plane and vertical plane, the vertical plane on which we get the frontal view, and on the horizontal plane we get the top view. Now if object is in the any quadrant, according to that the method of projections are there. Now first angle method of projection and third angle method of projections are in use. and second and fourth angle methods are not suitable, because in that it is difficult to understand the part of the front view and top view, because they get overlap to each other. Now in first angle, the object is in the first quadrant, and for the third angle method of projection, the object is in the third quadrant. Okay, now in according to the university syllabus, the first angle method is compulsory, so we will see the first angle method of projection in this syllabus. So first angle method of projection, now see the quadrant. First quadrant is mentioned, the vertical plane and horizontal plane, both plane intersect each other at 90 degree, and the line, reference line, is represented x, y. The observer is mentioned, which is observing the object. Now object is in the first quadrant. Now this is a simple L-shaped plate, which is object, which is in the first quadrant, means it is above HP and in front of VP. So object is in the first quadrant for the first angle method of projection. If you see the location of the object with reference to observer and the plane, so object is in between observer and plane of projection. So if you see the line observer, object and plane, so this object is in between this, which is mentioned over here. The object is in between observer and plane of projection. Okay, now this observer is observing the object. The many projectors coming from the eye of the observer will pass over the contour of this object, and all these rays are parallel to each other and get incidence on this vertical plane, and we get the image, the frontal image. Observer observed by the frontal side, so we get the frontal image on this vertical plane in this way. So many rays coming, and we get the front view or the frontal view on the vertical plane. Now this shaded area shows the plane which observed by the observer on the object. Okay, now for the observer to observe the object from the top side, so top images we get, and this observer will be here, and we get the images on the horizontal plane like this. Now observer is here, he is observing the object. This plate and this plate get observed, and we get the images on the vertical horizontal plane as a top view, because the observer observed the object from the top side. Now this is about the projections we get on the vertical and horizontal plane. Horizontal plane we get the top view, and vertical plane we get the front view of an object. Okay, now to draw show both the views combinedly, the front view and top view, for understanding we consider the corner, this corner of the object and its front view, the same corner and its top view. If we draw the line from the corner perpendicular to xy, both the point will meet at the same point on the xy, and these lines are perpendicular to each other. That means if there is any point on the object, for example A, its front view will be the A dash and its top view will be the A. If you draw the line A dash and A, this line is always perpendicular to xy line. This line which is shown by this color is called as projector of that point. Now we have to draw this projection on the plane paper. So for the same, the HP horizontal plane is rotated by 90 degree in clockwise direction, and this horizontal plane will become the vertical below the xy. Now the object is removed, the views or the projection front view and top view as it is on the plane, and then we will draw the projection over here. Now the xy line, above the xy there is vertical plane, below the xy there is a horizontal plane. On the vertical plane we get the front view, which is like this, the front view over here, and all are the projectors or the projection lines. The dimensions, necessary dimensions are given. This is the front view. This front view is always above the xy line in VP. So here is the elevation. Now top view is just below the front view and below the xy line. So top view is always below the xy line according to the first angle method of projection. Now for the side views, right hand side view is on left side and left hand side view is on right side of the elevation on the profile plane. So here we will understand, in according to the first angle method of projection we get the front view above xy, top view below front view, below XY, and right hand and left hand side view on opposite side of the front view. So this is about the method of projection. Now we will see the now we see the symbol of first angle method of projection. To draw the symbol, first term of cone is considered. Isometric view of first term of cone. First term of cone means when cone is cut by the plane which is parallel to base, perpendicular to axis. Then at the bottom there is circle, there is one circle at the top, and it is observed from the front side and the left hand side. Then we get the front view and left hand side view of the cone, which is like this. So front view of the cone, line, line, and side view, first circle and base circle. So always to show the symbol in which front view and left hand side view of first term of cone is considered. So this is the symbol for first angle method of projection. Now left hand side view is always right side of the front view or elevation. Okay, now we start with the simple object to how to draw the orthographic projection. Then the problem statement figure shows a pictorial view of an machine element. Draw the front view looking in direction X, top view and right hand side view. Give all dimension. The weightage for this question is of 16 marks as per the question paper pattern given by the University of Pune. So this is a simple object. The X direction is given to draw the front view. Then in this direction, from the right side we have to draw the right hand side view and top view from the top direction. Now the dimensions are given according to the X. This 60 will be the length, 50 will be the height, and from the right hand side view this 40 will be the width of an object. So simple object which is shown in the diagram. So from X direction we have to draw the front view. So for this particular case we have to draw the front view, top view and right hand side view. Now draw the XY line and X1 Y1 line. So XY line is a horizontal line, X1 Y1 line is the vertical line. Both the lines are perpendicular to each other. Now draw the line parallel to XY from both the sides. We separate the views from each other. Draw the line parallel to X1 Y1 15 mm or 10 mm apart from each other, and we have to draw the front view, top view, side view in this area spaces given. Now in next step we have to decide the location of the views. Now in this particular object, this object is shown and this direction X for the front view. So we have to draw the front view, right hand side view and top view of an object. So here we have to draw the three views and 4 the places are available. So according to first angle method of projection, we know that the front view is above XY and top view is below XY. So front view will be above XY. Now side view, so right hand side view is on left side and left hand side view is on right side. So here first we have to decide the location to draw the side view. Now in this object we have to draw the right hand side view. So right hand side view is above XY line. So in these two places this right hand side view is on left side. So this is the left side. So here we have to decide the place for the side view which is over here. So this right hand side view will be drawn in this. So remaining place will be the for front view and below the front view to draw the top view. This is an important step in orthographic projection, that is the decide the locations where to draw the front view, top view and required side view of an object. Now then draw the rectangle with the overall dimension. We know that length and height to draw the front view. So in this rectangle only the front view will be there, top view, length and width. So and for the side view the height and width are visible. Now first we draw the front view or elevation. Now this is the object, this is the length of the object, this particular plane is visible in the front view. So on this front view place draw the front view with given dimension in the object. So this is a simple object, that's why it is very easy to draw the front view, and this front view surface is visible by the shaded line which is over here. Now next is draw the top view. So top view over here we have to take the help from the front view to draw the top view, and top view will be the below front view always. So these three rectangles are visible which is shown in the top view over here. Then the right hand side view, right hand side view will be drawn over here. So these are the two shaded plane which is visible in the side view. So right hand side view will be here according to the given dimension. We have to draw the right hand side view over here. Now the complete solution with our dimension will be like this. The elevation, that is the front view, the top view and the side view, the projections are taken over here. So from this intersection point of xy and x1 y1, we have to draw the line at 45 degree, and from every corner of an plan or top view we have to draw the lines to get the dimension in the side view. So in this way we can draw the front view, top view, side view of an object without a section. Okay, next is the sectional orthographic projection. Now we consider the another problem. The problem statement is given for the 16 marks and a simple object. Here this red line is the section plane. If the object is cut along this section, then we have to draw the frontal sectional view when the object is cut, and top view and side view obviously. So sectional front view looking in direction x and section is taken along the line red line as shown in the dimension. Now the dimensions are to be found. So if it is the x direction to draw the front view, so this 80 will be the length of an object. Now the height of the object, here we have to measure the height is not given directly, so height will be here from this. So 15, so 15 and 25, here is 25, then this height is given over here, so reach that point through this line, so 10. So 15 plus 25 plus 10, total is 50. Height of the object is 50, which is not given directly. Then width of the object 60 according to the direction to observe the side view and top view. The 60 will be the width of an object. So these three dimensions are finalized after the reading the object. Now it's a simple L shape and there is one extended portion and the rib is used to support the object, and from the top side the semicircular slot is provided for the back side of the object. So this reading of the object is important with the understanding of the dimensions. Now the next important is how to draw the views. Now draw xy line, x1, y1 line as discussed in previous problem, then decide the location in this object. Again we have to draw the front view, right hand side view and top view. So here the location of right hand side view is to be drawn on the left side of an front view. So this is the place for right hand side view, then front view and top view. Then draw the front view. This L shaped wave is visible along with this rib surface, so front view is shown. Now here I purposely avoided to draw the hatching section line, hidden line, which is due to this hole. I will discuss in next when we draw the top view. So this is the elevation. Now the top view, in the top view we will observe this object. So this is the top view, and due to this circle the projections are taken to draw the hidden line in the front view, and in the top view we observe the some part of the rib which is up to here, and back below this extended portion there is also some rib which is shown by the hidden line in the top view. So these hidden lines drawings are important. Then the side view will be over here. Okay, now the complete solution. Now in this diagram, when the object is cut, this line is appeared as a hidden line in the front view, but if we take the section, this corner is now visible, and due to this line become continue, and when we observe the material over here inside the object, then this material is shown by the hatching line. Hatching lines are inclined to horizontal at 45 degree, and approximately distance between two hatching line will be the 2 mm. So necessary dimensions are given, and remaining two views remains as it is, and only front view is a sectional view. Now to understand the hatching line, the slot dimensions are changed, and this will be the non-hatching lines in the object. So which is over here, and hatching line will be here. Now this is the another object. Now problem 3, another dimensions are shown with the solution. These are the simple object to understand. The next problem, the pictorial views are given to you. I only solve this object for your understanding. You see the dimension, read the object carefully, and then solve such a problem, complicated problem, which is very important. Okay, so here we discussed the one problem in orthographic projection, one is sectional, one is understanding the hatching, and 2-3 object with some solution. So see the videos, understand